Best CI/CD tool in 2025. GitHub Actions versus GitLab CI versus Argo Workflows. So you're knee-deep in CI/CD, wrangling cloud platforms, or just praying your pipelines stop being a hot mess? Welcome, darling. You found the right corner of the internet. There's one question that trips up basically everyone. Which CI/CD tool actually makes sense in 2025? POS, GitHub Actions, GitLab CI, Argo Workflows. All three are genuinely good tools. The real question is which one fits your team, your chaos, your Tuesdays. So here's how they stack up. First, let's set the stage. CI/CD stopped being run tests and deploy a long time ago, sis. These days, the job covers way more. Security, rollbacks, environments, infrastructure as code, and observability. Pipelines aren't throwaway scripts anymore. They've crept into the core of how your whole system runs. And honestly, that shift snuck up on a lot of teams. And the tool you land on, it quietly shapes how your people build, ship, and patch things up every single day. No pressure, queen, GitHub Actions. It lives right inside GitHub. YML file, pull a couple of marketplace actions, and boom, you've got a pipeline running before your coffee's cold. Small projects love it. Truly, front-end apps, Docker builds, deployments to S3, ECS, or Lambda. It's quick, it's friendly. You can get something working in an afternoon, which feels amazing when you're just starting out. It's lovely until your project gets big and a little complicated. Then the project grows, as projects always do, and things shift. You pile on more steps. Jobs start triggering other jobs. Secrets multiply like rabbits, and debugging becomes pure trial and error. Suddenly the whole thing feels brittle, like one tiny tweak could bring the house down. We've all felt that knot in the stomach. That's the moment teams usually go hunting for something sturdier, something like GitLab CI. GitLab CI. GitLab CI won't dazzle you, but it's rock solid, and that counts for a lot. YML, jobs, stages, environments, approvals. All of it sits in one tidy spot, which your future self will thank you for. What you get out of it? Consistency, built-in security checks, preview environments, full visibility from commit to production. Once you've wired it up, it fades into the background and just does its job. No drama, no 2 a.m. surprises. It's a dream for teams that ship constantly and care more about predictability than about flashy little features. Argo Workflows. But what if predictability isn't enough for you, code cuties? What if your pipeline isn't just shipping deployments, but is actually a piece of the product itself? Enter Argo Workflows. Argo isn't really a CI/CD tool in the usual sense. Think of it as a full-blown pipeline engine that lives on Kubernetes. You describe your workflows as DAGs, short for Directed Acyclic Graph sauce. Every step gets its own pod. Dependencies are crystal clear, and the whole thing is observable, top to bottom, where it absolutely shines. ML training, ETL pipelines, staged microservice deploys, or anything that reacts to events, Argo hands you serious control and visibility. All of it right inside the cluster. It's a power move. But let's be honest, it is not beginner-friendly. You're going to need a few things first. Helm, RBAC, persistent storage, ingress setup, and a team that can actually babysit all of the above. This is not a tool you just try on a lazy Sunday, darling. Argo is for teams that treat their pipelines as genuine infrastructure. Because, well, that's exactly what they've become. They all have their place. Every one of them earns its spot. GitHub Actions, GitLab CI, Argo. each one has its place. So how do these tools actually behave when the stakes are real? Not a tidy side project, actual production with actual humans depending on it. Let's get into the lived-in version, the good parts and the genuinely painful ones. GitHub Actions, perfect for small, fast-moving projects. Under 10 jobs, buttery smooth, push past that, and it can spiral fast. Debugging slides into guesswork. GitLab CI thrives with teams that have structure, handles approvals, environments, and clean release flows. Quiet, dependable, stays out of your way, which is precisely what you crave at scale. Argo Workflows. Built for when delivery is the product. For pipelines that aren't support tools but load-bearing pieces of your platform. Complex, yes. But if your team is ready for it, the power is wild. The real test. When something breaks. Not in a polished demo. Not on some sunny day deploy where everything behaves. It's Friday, 4 p.m., and someone just merged to main. You've already shut the laptop and slung your bag over your shoulder. And that, my friend, is the exact moment your CI/CD setup shows you who it really is. Choose what fits your team. So yeah, the tools you pick really truly do matter. We've poked at the trade-offs, the patterns, the little pain points that show up at the worst times. Now the call is yours. Pick what actually suits your team and your day-to-day reality, not some imaginary perfect setup. What's going to keep your pipelines healthy and your Fridays gloriously peaceful? Thanks for reading. Be sure to watch the video version for extra insights and helpful visuals.